Hello, Trojan fans. Thanks for joining us today for an update with Director of Athletics, Brent Jones. And Brent, we'll jump straight into it. There's a lot of events taking place on campus, especially with Trojan Tour coming up here for us. It's going to be a busy summer, which is great to see because last summer it wasn't necessarily as busy with in-person events, but now we're going back to in-person events here for us. So let's talk about how important it is to get our fans together, to come out together for these Trojan Tour events coming up here on the docket.
Well, I'll tell you this. Thanks, Kyle, for having me on and having this. Really enjoy every time being able to speak directly to our fans. But yes, we're extremely excited. I think everybody is to be able to get back on the road, to be able to meet in person with our great alums, our great donors, our great fans. And so to be able to announce a 7-stop tour, Trojan Tours, is extremely exciting, not only just for me, but our staff, but also our fans. We've heard from them time and time again. And so we're really excited to be able to get back out there. Obviously, the first one is Troy, and we're adding some different, some different stops in going to Birmingham this year, which we have not gone to Birmingham in probably 3 or 4 years. But I also know, Kyle, through your work as well as some of our great staff, being able to be up in Montgomery for when our Troy baseball team took on Alabama State, as well as when our baseball team took on UAB. It's great to get out and visit with our fans, and that's going to lead into obviously all the great, exciting events we have this summer, but also this fall.
And fans, you go online to TroyTrojans.com/TT21 for the entire roster of events taking place here for us. Also, in terms of events taking place right now, the softball team's had a fantastic season thus far. We're in the process of hosting the Sun Belt tournament right now. We're the number 3 seed entering the tournament. First game will be Wednesday at 3 o'clock against UT Arlington. So with that in mind, how important it is for Trojan Nation to come out and be a part of this because it's right here at Troy.
Well, before we go any further, need to really say thanks and kudos to our amazing staff. I mean, most people don't realize the hard work, the dedication, the months of preparation that go into hosting a tournament like this. And it really benefits not only Troy University, not only Troy softball and Troy University athletics, but it really benefits the town, the city of Troy, as well as Pike County. I mean, we have 10 different teams that are in town here. They're purchasing meals, they're staying in hotels. It's a great time to come on out. And so it's huge. It's also a home field advantage. We're able to sleep in our own beds, be able to practice in our own facility, play in our own facility. We know how this plays. Our women's, our softball team actually finished second overall, but because of the head-to-head actually finished third in the seeding. And so we expect a great tournament. Hopefully the weather will hold off and people can come on out and really root on our Troy Trojan softball team.
And for the full schedule, you can go to sunbeltsports.org. Also, you can buy tickets on location each day of the tournament, as well as online at TroyTrojans.com/tickets. Baseball is another program, too, that's at home this weekend. Pivotal series against Arkansas State. You talk about a team getting hot at the right time. That's a Troy baseball team coming off of a great sweep at Coastal Carolina, the first Sun Belt team to ever do so against the Chanticleers in the Sun Belt Conference. So, Brent, how exciting is it for baseball being in this hot streak right now, but also, too, they're going to be in the Sun Belt baseball tournament in just a few short weeks in Montgomery at Riverwalk Stadium.
Absolutely. Against Coastal Carolina, simply phenomenal to be able to sweep them. I mean, 4 or 5 years ago, national champions. But your question really was talking about the Sun Belt Conference baseball tournament, how exciting it is to be able to play at the Biscuit Stadium, Riverwalk Stadium. And so I think anytime you can play at an amazing minor league park, our team has already played there before. It's exciting. Again, it's in the Wiregrass, the River Region area. And so our fans, just like we talked about softball, can make a difference. Our fans can really make a difference for our baseball team, who, by the way, are really, really red hot, back-to-back sweeps in the Sun Belt Conference over the last few weekends.
And so for all the information, you can go to sunbeltsports.org for this Sunbelt baseball tournament. Those dates are Tuesday, May 25th through Sunday, May 30th in Montgomery. Looking forward to a great turnout there. We're going to paint the town cardinal, so keep tuned for more details about that as well. This past Friday, commencement ceremonies were held here on campus. Always a highlight for any athletic department, especially here at Troy. 44 of our student athletes walked across the stage. We also honored our student athletes earlier that week with the annual Trojan Tribute Award show as well, too. Talk a little bit about how proud you are of these student athletes, not just necessarily getting through COVID, but thriving in the midst of that, both academically as well as on their respective playing field as well.
This has been the most challenging year on the field, off the field because of COVID. And so to be able to look them in the eye our graduating seniors who a decent amount are able to come back because of their 5th year, because of the COVID year, to be able to have back. And so proud of them. We always talk about the W4. Winning in the classroom is always the number one thing. And then it's winning in the community, winning on the playing field, and winning in the stands. And so I'm so proud of our student athletes who, oh, by the way, each and every year set the bar higher and higher and higher with GPA as well as community service. And so at the end of the day, what we want from each one of our student athletes is to graduate with a diploma in one hand and a championship ring in the other.
Talking about that goes into my next question here of how we're in the midst of building out our new strategic plan. Some great successes taking place the last 5 years of the previous one. Talk a little bit about what that strategic plan will look like over the course of the next 5 years and what steps are being taken now to begin building that plan out.
Well, I'll tell you this, it's been amazing. We've spoken to almost 150 of our different constituency groups, from student athletes to staff, to media, to fans, to donors, alums, to community leaders, to people who just know of Troy. And it's been really fascinating. And one of the things, Kyle, as you're aware, that came out of this early was that they want us to get back to being able to have events, to be able to engage with our fans. And so this summer, so we talk about 5 years, but a strategic plan needs to really be able to guide you each and every day, but also from a macro and a micro level. And one of the things that came out of this very quickly is we need to ramp things back up this summer safely and within protocols from state, city, and federal. And that's what we're going to do. And so we're excited about it. We're still going through the fact finding stages of this, and hopefully we'll have this wrapped up in the next 2.5 months. But I will tell you this is the most collaborative and inclusive group that we've ever had. And I'm so appreciative of Trojan Nation, who have given their time as well as their insight and thought process on how to make the next 5 years the best for Troy University athletics.
Recently, with the men's golf program, Bart Barnes announced his resignation to pursue additional opportunities out there. How is the search going right now? What's that process look like for the Troy men's golf program as we search for that next leader of a very proud and rich tradition program with the Troy men's golf program?
Well, first off, thanks, Coach Barnes, for the effort that he put in. Was a graduate assistant, was also the head women's golf coach of tons and tons of success, as well as our head men's golf coach the last 4 years. When he spoke to the team and he spoke from the heart, Bart is a man of integrity and of extreme character. And those are the characteristics that we're looking at defining in our next leader, someone that can continue the foundation that he built and can guide us in the future. And so we're off and running on that, and hopefully we'll continue with that process.
We talked earlier about the full list of events taking place this summer, and beyond Trojan Tour, several events will be taking place. The annual Football 101 for Women will take place on Thursday, July 29th, with the annual football kickoff party, also known as the Drawdown, Saturday, August 14th. The Troy Sports Hall of Fame will be taking place on Friday, September 3rd. Plenty of events coming up for Trojan fans to be involved with. Talk a little bit about kind of what's all gone into building out that calendar. And like you said, we heard from our fans about wanting to get back to having these events in person again.
Again, the first thing is we have to do it safely. We have to make sure that we keep everybody, safe and healthy and working with the protocols. But at the same time, you really see the light at the end of the tunnel with the pandemic, with the vaccine, with people, with the actual rates being able to be lowered. And so we're really excited about being able to do this. And so you look at all the different events that we put together, spent about 2 months really going over almost every single week, whether that be the parades, whether that be, which came about because of COVID-19. And it was such a great time that our fans really enjoyed it, talking about the food raiser, but then going back to the traditional events. You talk about Football 101, having it in person, the Drawdown, having it in person. And then something that I'm really, really excited about that we haven't had in 2 years now is the Hall of Fame banquet that will be held on the Friday night before the first home football game. That's going to be an exciting, jam-packed weekend. And I'm excited about every single thing that we're putting together, very strategic in nature, but it's going to engage all of our different fans, not only here in Troy and Pike County, but from Birmingham, Huntsville, Atlanta, Mobile, New Orleans, and the Florida, everywhere around. We want to be able to make sure that we're connecting with our great fans.
And all that information can be found online at TroyTrojans.com. Again, that's going to be a full summer of events that spills into the football season, with the season kicking off on Saturday, September 4th. Looking forward to upcoming football season and all the fall calendar events as well, too. Another hot topic item right now, name, image, and likeness, more widely referred to as NIL, has made the headlines across the nation. How is Troy preparing for this new legislation and how that will impact in the state of Alabama?
Well, I'll tell you, the state of Alabama obviously just passed name, image, and likeness that's going to go into effect July 1. The federal government does not have an actual law in place yet. They're working with the NCAA on possibly having that. But we're going to go off on obviously what the state of Alabama allows. And so we're working internally with our staff, whether that's Troy Sports Properties, marketing, as well as our amazing compliance group, about what's the best practices that we can have. But something that's unique to Troy University and Troy University athletics can really take advantage of is the ideation bank, is the economic development group that we have. And so really being able to partner with them as well as the great Sorrell College of Business and Entrepreneurship, that's going to put Troy University students on a different level, a different playing field. And so we're very excited about being able to partner, not just with the Sorrell College of Business, not just with the Ideation Bank downtown, but also with the Economic Development and the Small Business Bureau. That's something that's exciting, that really is going to help our student athletes. And really it's open to all students, but obviously with the name, image, and likeness, it's just about our student athletes. I think that's something that's going to set Troy University athletics apart.
And finally, football season is just around the corner here for us. The mini helmet deadline is coming up on this upcoming Saturday, May 15th. A chance to purchase your football season tickets by that deadline in order to get this year's season ticket holder gift of a mini helmet. How excited are you for the upcoming season, and what can fans expect to see at the Vet this season?
Well, I'll tell you this, we're going to be able to go back to our, we've been ranked as having the best in-game experience and fan experience that we can possibly have inside the Sun Belt. We're very excited about that. And so we're going to continue to really try to take this to another level. And so shortly, you're going to be able to see themes coming out. And so we're excited about that. We're excited to be able to have fun in 21. That's going to be the theme across the board, is fun in 21. And so I think we're really, really working hard on putting a great plan in place that all of our fans can be excited about.
Well, fantastic. And again, fans, you can purchase those season tickets online at troytrojans.com/tickets. Again, the mini helmet deadline is this upcoming Saturday, May 15th. Softball at home this week with a softball tournament, as well as baseball in town against Arkansas State. Again, all the information can be found online at troytrojans.com. Brett, thanks so much for the time today. And fans, we'll see you again soon.